Let's go down to Toscanos. Men shop downtown Westerly, where style and class go hand in hand. You can look your best and dress to please. Buy the right shoe, get the left one free. And if Paulie makes fun of you, you get an even bigger discount too. Toscano's men's shop since 1911.
You can go, Ken. You're on. Do you need the finger point? Boom.
Thank you.
Action.
Did you have anything special for breakfast this morning or anything?
Are you asking if I had
Pet
like
pills.
Really awake is Ben Barber this morning.
No, I woke up. I woke up before my alarm, jumped in the shower, did a whole bunch of stuff, not drugs.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
And
He was calling you this morning.
yeah, I called you to see where you were, Slowpoke.
Well, I'm used to getting here about the same time we go on because I figure that's about the same time I'm going to get in the building.
I don't know what
I can
you're
be
talking
here.
about, Ken.
I can be here anytime.
What do you think of Nelly the New Shore Ham? Is my question. My big
it's
question for you today. All
Well,
right. We'll debut her at the end of the show.
I'm surprised that Nelly doesn't have a dog named Mustard or something.
Guys are in for a treat for that reveal.
Sports open mic. Oh, we learned this week during a Cheraho softball broadcast that I sing all of the jingles on our ads. You thought that it was AI. It's not AI. It's BB.
I was mistaken. Yes.
It's BB.
I'm just impressed by how you can, do so many different voices too.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's pretty good.
It's pizza night in Westerly. Mario's is where I want
Exact
to
same.
be.
I almost made a catch the other night there.
I saw.
Oh, should have had that one.
Got to bring your glove to those games.
See, what happened was we lost it with a magnetic back to one of the microphones. So I had it in my right hand. The ball came over towards Lisa, and I didn't want Lisa to get hit. So I put my left hand over the top, hit me in the fingers. But
Did you find the
if I
magnetic
had switched
back?
it, I could have caught it like this.
Did you find the magnetic back?
No, we lost it at Similori. Either that or it's still wrapped up in your shirt. One of the two.
So you guys just lost a magnetic back to one of the mics, and no one's telling me.
Nah.
You are about to join Coach Santos, my friend.
No, Coach Santos. There's no recovering for him.
You are
There
about.
must be something about Similor. Didn't we lose? I lost from there last year.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, you got to make it a yearly occurrence, I guess.
it's the same gremlin.
Let me find where's the. Hold on, I got to copy a thing to here. I got to copy this to this brand. Don't ruin the bit. This is why I don't like you looking at the thing, because then you ruin my bits. All right. So anyway, Dan.
By the way, this is Sports Open Mic.
No, it's not, Ken. This is Ben's Variety Hour.
You are cursed.
Dan is now banned from all things.
It looks like I won't be on the Wesley Stonington lacrosse game today. By yourself, Dan.
Good luck, Intrary. Softball. I mean,
So you just
soccer with
heard.
sticks.
He just heard. He buzzed him.
I can't do it. All right. I'm out. I got to go set up a rivalry in the other room. We have, can I plug that? What's happening in the other room? Okay. So Coach Spizzato on the other channel is going to be interviewing the brand new Stonington head coach, Ryan Francis. Is Ryan here?
No,
I think Ronnie.
Oh, hey, Ronnie.
Zato's here.
Coach, come in here. Come have a seat for a second. Now, Coach, I said this is going to be interesting because you are going to be talking to the new Stonington head coach, right? And Slammer said, oh, it's not going to be a problem. Why is that going to be a problem? And I said, no, I'm going to make it a problem. That's why I'm in the room. I'm in the room to create controversy. If you guys aren't fighting each other by the time we leave, I've done something wrong.
And I think the East Providence baseball coach is going to call in for a few minutes beforehand. Too.
Oh man! All right, so we're gonna get a townie fight, and then the Bears versus Bulldogs.
Yeah.
This is golden.
Good luck, because he's all wound up this morning. So
I got up early, and people
I think
don't
he had
like
a lot
it.
of sugar too.
People
Lot of
don't.
sugar.
Oh, you know what? I did have Girl Scout cookies last night.
yeah, had to be
That could be it. I did have some Girl Scout cookies last night.
What kind?
Thin Mint,
So good.
the best.
Yeah.
I want to freeze. I like frozen Thin Mints. This is such a fat thing to say. I like frozen Thin Mints. Jackie doesn't like frozen Thin Mints, so I gotta navigate that or divorce. One of those two things has to happen. So, Ken, do you want your show back?
I just want to
Yeah, no.
remind everybody that this really is Sports Open Mike. Ron, thank you, and good luck with the interview
Yep,
with
absolutely.
the new coach. All right. All right, welcome to Sports Open Mike. That's Dan, that's Bill. Lou is on assignment, Port Mission. I know the astronauts got back. I watched them last night. They when they say that, honey, I'm leaving the moon. I'll be home at 8:06. Okay, all right, fine. Yeah, sure you will.
806.
8:06. They splashed down, baby. You talk about being on time.
Did
or death if they're not.
was,
But if you get on a flight and going from here to Las Vegas, we'll say,
and you don't know what
you
time.
usually say, I'll call you when I get there because, we might be a little late. When you're coming from the moon and you land right on time, I'll tell you, that's pretty good.
The way you're supposed to land too.
It's impressive.
Well, they had a big landing area, that's for sure. They couldn't miss that.
With the amount of scientists doing the calculations to make sure they land at the right time and right place,
No, Lou did all the calculations. That's why he's not here today.
Oh, I was one of the worst openings that we've ever had, I think.
That was something.
Yeah, I mean, but Sports
Dan?
Open Mike, it's Sports Open Mike.
Why are you yelling at me? He said it.
I forgot to give you the mouse. Go get the mouse and play the thing. He is cursed.
Now we're both cursed, I guess.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
I'll be back.
Oh, all right, you did great.
We're so happy to hear that.
Wow, whatever he had a lot of sugar.
I'm gonna shut this door.
Great. I don't think I have ever seen
Get the
him
mouse.
as wound up as he was in the last.
He was on a sugar high.
But anyhow, this is Sports Open Mike. We're going to talk sports. We do vary and talk about other things, but that was different. But congratulations to the astronauts that got back
Yes.
home safely. I did watch that. I stayed up till like 8:30. What? I was waiting for them to come out, but it took them a long time.
Yeah,
I guess
because of rough seas.
huh?
They said because of the current. It wasn't.
They had to power
Chuck.
down, is what I heard. It took 33 minutes power down. Where were you watching it? Probably some.
I was split.
That's right.
I was split screen watching.
I didn't watch any baseball last night at all. I watched. that.
Unfortunately, I did, and it didn't come out good. But before we get to baseball, gotta sum up what happened last week between the two championship games.
Yeah, I mean, it was
the girls' game.
we can first probably talk about the South Carolina, Gino thing. I know we talked a little bit about it last week, but they seem to have resolved their issues or whatever. And Gino, did apologize, and it's good that he apologized. It still doesn't excuse what he did in that moment, though. For as long as he has coached for, I don't know how much that apology really helps. You
I
know what
don't-
I'm saying? Like, you should know. I would see if it was like maybe a younger coach,
You know,
more
better.
inexperienced coach. Like, at that point in time, and I know it could happen to anybody, but it was just really tough to see, a guy like Gino, who we look at as, one of the greatest coaches in any sport, right? I think it was just really detrimental to, how we look at him now.
The problem I had with the apology was he left out the coach.
Yeah, he never even mentioned Don's name.
Right. And he said he wanted to apologize to the team, players,
And the staff too,
and
but
the staff, but he never mentioned the head coach, which I think that's where the issue was right there. If you're going to apologize, I mean, at least put her at the top and then put everybody else,
Yes.
but not to mention her at all. I
I agree.
think it was a little class.
Well, yeah, and is it coming from him or is the athletic department at UConn?
Coming out of his mouth, isn't
I
it?
understand
No,
that.
don't try to defend the guy.
I'm not defending the guy. I'm saying
Well, the UConn give it to him. Well, he's a big man. He's the girls' coach of forever.
yeah, that's
You
why
mean to tell me he can't say to the University of Connecticut, "Oh, wait a minute, I got to put the coach's name in there. I can't just apologize to the team and the staff."
that's why is UConn making him do that, because if it's genuine, he should have named the coach.
yes. Yep.
Well,
If
that's
it-
what
if
I
it's coming
just
from
said,
him.
Bill. I don't care where it came from. It came from his mouth.
Yes.
So if I tell you to say something, you don't want to say it. You're not going to say it.
No, but did UConn say you gotta come out and
Then if you're Gino, you say, "I'm Gino, and I'm going to give the apology, not you." And he's got that power. But Bill, don't try to say blame it on UConn.
I'm not blaming it on UConn. I'm blaming it on Gino. Because he didn't come out and say
That's what I just said. And he could have done that. Why didn't he?
I don't know why.
Then maybe it didn't come from the University of Connecticut. Maybe it did come from Gino.
I'm just saying maybe UConn said you need to apologize. And this
No
was
one-
his way of saying, yeah, I apologized, but I didn't apologize to her.
Well, then that's where the apology was supposed to go to.
Correct.
No, I just can't believe that Gino would accept a written thing from UConn, and UConn says he's got enough power at UConn that he could veto that and say, "Wait a minute." The interaction I had was with the coach, and I have to mention the coach. And what's UConn going to say?
They should have said, we want you to do it, but he didn't.
He didn't. No, he didn't change it like he should have. That's what I said.
No, and the simple fact of the matter is they didn't play good enough on that day to win anyway.
No.
And he
They
wasn't.
didn't play that game.
No, absolutely not. They settled for threes. I thought they could have went down inside a lot more, and UCLA took advantage of that against South Carolina in the national championship game, and that should be the story of this tournament. The way UCLA played, not only in the tournament but throughout the entire season. I mean, only losing one game to Texas, then they beat Texas in the semifinals, and then to do what they did to South Carolina, I mean, was just simply unbelievable. All 6 seniors, I believe, were in double digits as well, 5 senior starters, which was really good to see because that group has stuck together for all 4 of their years, right? And it shows when you have the combination of talent and then experience, and then with them all playing with one another, you can really do some good things. And they definitely showed why they were the best team. And I'm happy for their coach as well. I love the way she coaches and the way she interacts with their players. And just congratulations to UCLA. It was a really dominant performance.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but wasn't even.
Wasn't a ball game.
No, from like this, even the first quarter, they were up by like 12 points, and then they really never looked back from there. Lauren Betts inside, she's 6'7", but she's so unselfish, does a great job rebounding. She not only blocks shots, but then alters shots as well, just with her length. And just a whole bunch of other players on that team that did really, really good things. And they were a really fun team to watch. So congratulations to UCLA. And then in the men's side, Michigan showed they were the best team this season.
The thing that I don't know that that's tough for me to. Yes, they won, but that team was just put together. They were all from the portal. That portal's ruining the game.
Yeah, on one hand, I mean, you're able to get a lot of talent quickly with the portal, right? But then on the coaching side, you got to make all that stuff work too.
The coach did a great job putting it all together. But, it's like, you're going out and recruiting players and, we want you to play for 4 years. This is how we're going to do. We're going to build a great team. Now,
Well, that's gone now.
yeah,
It's gone. UCLA was probably the last case of that on the women's side.
yeah, because, just looking a couple of days after the tournament was over and the portal really opened up, I'm looking at the top 50 on the men's side, and I was surprised two of the players were from Providence.
Yes.
A couple of the players in the portal were from the G League.
One of those G League players is going to Providence.
But how can you go from a paid league back to college?
Because they're getting paid in college.
Yeah, I realize it, but the G League is supposed to be professional.
Who knows? I mean, maybe he wants to go back down there and try to, prove his draft stock a little bit more. I know he's in that professional league already, but who knows why people do it? Maybe he wants to go back and get a degree too. Who knows? I have no idea.
It's just it's free agency, and it's you got so many. It used to be you have 5 years to play for. Now it's you take your time, go to the G League. You take a couple of years off, come back. To me, it's not amateur sports anymore. It's professional.
Oh,
It
yeah.
hasn't been ever since they decided to pay these people. Anytime you get paid, you are considered a professional, I would think.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's the way they wanted it. I mean, it's we sit and complain about it every week,
Yeah.
but it's nothing to do with us.
No.
That's college basketball. That's the way somebody approved it somewhere along the line.
Well, on that same hand, right? Obviously, it's turned more into like a business and a professional league, but I think the players deserved it. Now, to this extent, with all of the money that's being given to them, I don't know, but they definitely deserved something with all these schools making as much money as they have in the past off of these guys too, right? Think about the billions of dollars that come in from the NCAA sports every year, and the players before weren't getting any of it, supposedly.
Well, they did get their scholarships. Everything's paid for. They got their medical and everything. And you go now. You try to go to school at some of these places, and it's $40,000 and $50,000 a year if you're living on campus, and for all the packages. And was that enough? I guess it wasn't.
I guess not either.
They're giving you an education for free.
One of the guys that already graduated put a thing in saying they want retroactive.
Yeah, and probably
I got
tried.
I got some years of eligibility left.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. Well, that's what's happened. We talked about it with baseball and everything else. So it's all about the money, I guess.
Yeah, and as far as UConn on the boys' side, just a great run. I mean, I did not expect them to get to that national championship game this year. I knew they had a good team. I just didn't think they were as strong as they had been in the past, but they obviously, with that big shot by Mullins, another win in there too in the semifinals, they were able to get to the national championship in 3 out of 4 seasons getting to the national championship game for Dan Hurley. Really, really impressive. So as the former Rhode Island men's head coach, definitely want to congratulate him because that's an amazing accomplishment.
Well, you might see more of that now.
Yeah.
With the portal.
Yeah,
That teams can go back to back.
Yeah.
Back because
yeah.
they got and it's going to be. What they always used to say, the Red Sox, the Yankees, and baseball, they got all the money. It's a big market team. And that's why they can do this. It's basketball, college
Yep.
basketball.
Well,
Going to be the same way.
yeah, the big Power 5 teams are going to be
No,
there.
it'll just be any college that they can rustle up the money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
It could be Providence. If you got enough people behind you, that's going to put the money.
Yeah, you
up.
get enough support and
Well,
donors. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Really love what Providence has done so far. You know, getting two guys that were highly touted in the transfer portal, and coach is doing a good job right now, and we'll see what else they come up with.
you know, and I was surprised they had two guys that were in the top 50 leaving Providence that were in the top 50 of the portal. But, you know, it's even Michigan. I think they're losing their sixth player. The guy that came off the bench, he's going in the portal.
Yep. I know their point guard's coming back. Cadeau. I think he just signed. I saw the notification. Signed a new deal to come back to Michigan. Imagine that.
I'm back.
So they shouldn't have said portal. They should just say free agent.
Free agency.
But
'Cause
yeah,
that's what it is.
that's
I
what
mean,
it is.
Guy can play. Anybody on that team can go wherever they want, right?
Yeah. Essentially. And I think the transfer rules have probably gone completely out the window.
Well,
now, too.
So is it gonna get to the point where whoever's got the money?
Yeah. I think the NCAA is really trying to crack down on just being able to go in the portal once or to transfer just once.
Why didn't they crack down and not let them go at all?
I
mean, it's amateur. They're not professionals, but they are.
yeah.
Think they'd face a lot of backlash if they eventually put something in like that, though? Because it's already run rampant
Yeah.
now. I mean, it's tough to control it
yeah,
when you've already let it get to what it is.
how are you going to dam it up?
Well, then you're gonna get the ones that can't do it now, saying, "Well, these other guys did it."
And then there's going to be certain situations where, yeah, maybe a guy or girl transfers, but then something happens at the school that they transfer to, too. And then their argument's going to be like, oh, now I'm stuck here. Like, I can't move now. I don't like it here. This is not fair. And I don't know. The precedent just could have been set maybe earlier.
Yeah,
You know, hey,
I-
you can only transfer once, and then you got to deal with it after that.
I can see if the coach leaves and you basically went there for the coach, but you can't even say that anymore. I'm just going there because of the money's there.
Yeah. Some players are still moving with coaches, though. Like the guy who just got hired at Syracuse, he's taken a few of his players over there, that's a good thing to see. That's the benefit of having the transfer portal, I
Yes.
think, is players can move with coaches that move too. And a lot of times it's a higher school too, right? Moving
Yes.
from Siena to Syracuse. Now that player has a bigger opportunity to play on a bigger stage a lot of times.
But the way some of these smaller schools, they're performing in the tournament, they're opening up these kids to transfer to the bigger schools. If Siena didn't make the tournament, these guys probably would have never left. I'm not saying just because they're coach, but some of these schools, if they didn't make the tournament, these guys would never have been seen.
That's why you go take advantage of your opportunity when you get it.
Yeah.
That's why that conference and those type of conferences, the regular season is important for seeding, and then that conference tournament is essential. You work so hard to get to the tournament. I feel like those teams have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. For them, when they get there, they know it's their moment. They know that, like, hey, I gotta go now.
I perform. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go places.
Exactly, and you love to see that too, like the underdog story of somebody working really hard, moving up from low D1 to then eventually moving to high D1. And we've seen plenty of cases over the years so far since the transfer portal has been in place where that happens.
We gotta take a break.
I think we do.
I'm listening to Sports Open Mic. Yeah, even the first portion of the program, was Sports Open Mic.
It was a very different version.
Just, yeah, right, exactly.
All right, we'll be right back.
Oh, let's go down to Toscanos. Men shop downtown Westerly, where style and class go hand in hand. You can look your best and dress to please. Buy the right shoe, get the left one free. And if Paulie makes fun of you, you get an even bigger discount too. Toscano's men's shop since 1911.
Trusted Choice agents are in every Rhode Island community. They are your neighbors and friends who deliver the right policy at the right price from America's top insurance companies.
At Woodmansee Insurance, we have been serving our clients and our community for over 60 years. By combining the level of personal attention you desire with the expertise you deserve, we develop an insurance portfolio designed to meet the specific needs of your family or business. And when the people who protect us need protecting, they trust Woodmansee Insurance. Come put the Woodmansee Insurance team to work for you.
Welcome back to Sports Open Mic. And we want to thank sponsors for sponsoring Sports Open Mic. Saw a few of them there. And we also were waiting Mazda in New London. Wayland City Mazda of Filippo is going to be joining Sports Open Mic with just waiting for commercials from them.
Yep. And you can see up in this corner over here, Pat's Auto Center.
Pat has been one of the sponsors of Sports Open Mic from probably not the beginning, but not too far after. And we want to thank those guys for doing it. And we saw Woodmansee, right? Woodmansee
Yep.
Insurance.
Woodmansee Insurance. And of course, Hilltop, world famous
Hilltop.
pizza.
I talked to Dave the other day. I was talking to Dave about college basketball. Dave does a good job down there. And when I ordered my favorite, I had to go back and pick it up later. You know what that is?
Yes.
The Jim Pep potato. So let's try them. All right.
Mm.
Golf.
Done with college, or you want to talk some more about getting paid?
Golf getting
Well, if
paid.
it's not me getting paid, I don't want to talk about it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Ben, he hasn't got a paycheck yet.
It's just too bad. That it's come to that. And that's what it's come to in sports. So.
A lot of money being thrown around all over the place.
And just to end it, that's why a lot of guys, a lot of coaches are getting out of coaching college because it's more like coaching the pros, and you need a general manager, and it's just too much. You know, you put an investment in a kid, and the kid decides to leave because he can get more money somewhere else.
Yeah,
That-
maybe he gets more money too.
Well,
Some of those coaches are getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah, millions. But that's one reason why I think Saban left, because it's getting too much like the pros. And there's other coaches, not just basketball and football, that are leaving because they don't want to run it like a pro program.
Do you think if he was younger, though, he would have stayed?
I think if you're going to do that, might as well go to the NFL and get big money.
Yeah, but those guys are born to be college coaches, though. And
He tried the NFL.
Yeah.
You're right, and they're going to get the money. Why wouldn't they? You're going to pay the players. You're going to pay me too.
Yeah, no doubt.
And a guy like Saban, he definitely going to get the money.
But it's just interesting to think about, like, if he was like 10 or 15 years younger and all that was happening at that time, would he have stayed in college football coaching? I think he would have. Maybe it was just time for him to kind of leave too. I'm sure that didn't help, obviously, the whole situation.
But don't forget too, Bill, they got more control. And I don't care about the money and the general managers. In college, you got more control of your team and what's going on with the team versus the pros. You know, you can get hired by whoever in the National Football League, and I don't care if you got a 5-10 year contract. They don't want you anymore. See ya, get out.
That,
So, there's security. Too.
yeah, that's one reason why I like watching Navy and Air Force and the Army teams. None of those guys get paid.
Yep.
Well, that probably will never happen. For a coach volunteers and says, I don't want the money.
No, but even the
I'm here
players.
just for the prestige. It's too bad. Too bad the money gets in the way of everything. I don't have to worry about that, but I mean, people that do have it, they want more of it. So I can understand. God bless them.
Now,
It's just too bad they ruined the sport. That's what happened.
Not just one sport either. It's almost every major college sport.
before we kind of move
Well,
off,
it's like follow the leader. What,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
yeah, before we kind of move off of maybe like the basketball side, WNBA was able to reach a new CBA agreement where, you know, the players are going to start to get paid a little bit more money now too. So that's good for them. And we already seen a couple new contracts actually, up in the million.
And in
Part now.
one right down the road, big contract.
Yep.
Grenier signed
They're moving to Houston though.
after the season. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
they were sold.
they deserve it.
No, that's what I'm saying. No
Oh.
doubt. No doubt. I'm so happy that it happened.
They were making all that money, and these owners of these teams were reaping the harvest. And they were
Especially with
taking
the-
advantage of the players.
Yeah, with the expansion that the WNBA has seen as far as
Well, how
viewership
come-
and interest, like it's well deserved, and those players deserve all the credit.
How come they're going to Houston?
Because the Sun was sold.
Sold. Yep.
Well, obviously it was sold, but I mean, why'd they sell him? Why not
Well-
keep him here?
Well, they were up for sale for a couple of years because
You still haven't told me why.
the tribe wanted to get away from
The casino?
the casino itself
Why?
because they weren't making a lot of money there per se because a lot of people that went were
You
were,
like that word, don't you? Per se.
were getting free tickets.
I've noticed that now that you say that. He
Yeah.
does use that word a good amount.
Yeah. I just wanted to-
And the powers that be.
No,
That's number one. That always will be number one.
but would you think though that I thought when they were going to play at the Mohegan Sun that this is great for them. They got a captured audience. I mean, the traffic that goes in there. They didn't go in to see a game, but what's going on in here?
But
That's surprising to me.
a lot of the tickets were free tickets.
Well, then now that's their fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Well,
If you-
it's not just they're going out and say, "Hey, you want tickets to the game?" It's
No,
to-
it's you guys, the high roller guys.
Like
that
you.
get free. How many tickets do you get free? You don't worry about me getting a ticket free. I'll tell you that right now.
It's not too hard to get in and out of there either.
no.
No.
Well, the big thing is it's the owners of the Rockets that bought them. Because they used to have a team in Houston, the Comets.
Comets, yes.
And
They're going to be named that again too, right?
Yeah. But they just signed a perennial all-star. Hopefully, with her and a couple of the people they drafted, they're going to have a nice team for the last year here. And I know a couple season ticket holders. They go religiously. They don't go after into the casino, which maybe that's why they don't like those people. Yeah, they're buying season tickets, but they're not coming in and gambling after. But
Yeah, but the money's still there, though.
yeah, I hope they have a good season.
I just thought that was a great match that they were playing there. Between the team and with the casino there.
Yeah, the other person that was thinking about buying it they were going to move him to Boston
That's what I heard initially too.
because even Providence tried to get in with a buyer, and
Because they played a couple of games at TD Garden over the past
Yes.
2 seasons as well, one each season, which that's
Yeah, I
obviously
think
a
I
cool
think when
thing.
they played the Fever,
Yeah,
I think they'd have had a better chance in Boston than Providence,
agreed.
but I thought they had a good chance with the
To stay in.
where they are. But
Just stinks too because I've been to a couple of those games and it's a good environment. You know, they always usually have a competitive team. They went to a couple WNBA finals and, you know, some of those players left or whatever, but some of those fans are passionate down there and it just stinks that, you know, a team is leaving the area, you know,
you're talking about,
the Connecticut Sun.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But business happens. So, but yeah, shout out to the players getting that deal done. Really good to see.
You think another team would ever go there?
or what, like an expansion team, or
Yeah.
Possibly an expansion team.
but I can't.
Probably not because Connecticut didn't do it. They,
Yeah.
they didn't make out, so they probably figured they're not going to make out either.
Well, maybe if they get a developmental league going, like the NBA
No,
did.
I'm talking about another team
Yeah.
saying, well, Connecticut's left. Maybe we can move our franchise there.
Yeah,
Maybe
Or
they
s-
got a different view.
Or someone coming in with like big money or whatever saying, hey, we could start a franchise
Yeah.
here again.
you know, I think it's almost like the Hartford Whalers, where they had a team, they had a pro hockey team, and once they left, they didn't get the major number one team back, but they got a minor league team.
Maybe
Ye-
something like that could
yeah.
happen. But we'll see. We'll see.
Oh. I thought it was a good spot for them.
Yeah.
But guess not.
Now, the new Pirates shortstop, we're going to kind of switch to baseball here a little bit. Connor Griffin, he signed a 9-year contract extension.
140,
He's barely played in the MLB.
19 years old.
I just find those contracts really, really tough. You're going to invest in that guy for that long. And I mean, he's really talented, don't get me wrong, but you don't even know what he's going to be yet. You don't know about an injury. You don't know anything.
The money part, you look at, and it just came out this week, the average salary of a major league player now is about 5 million, just around 5 million. I can see if you have a guy that you foresee is going to be a star, but I mean, this guy realistically,
Well, they must think that.
yeah, 3 games in, the Red Sox pulled that with Campbell, and now they're regretting it.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, they did it with the left fielder too there, Roman, whatever his name is.
Yeah, but
He can't, which that's a whole nother thing. I'll get on him a little bit. He can't throw anybody out from the outfield.
Did he deserve the money? And he could be injury prone, that guy too.
Well, so I think that's why they're holding up with the second baseman and giving him a long term.
I'm surprised that when you said Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
I mean, you can see the Yankees or the Mets or the Chicago Cubs or the Red Sox. But Pittsburgh,
But I think it's a lose-lose situation, right? If the guy struggles or he gets hurt, you're paying him that money, right? But then what happens when he's doing really good and then he wants more money? What's going to happen then? He's going to sit there, ask to be traded, and then you're going to have to trade him, or you're going to have to give him more money anyway. So what's the sense of doing that long-term deal?
But I with the young guys, you're actually paying good money for a kid now, which would only be getting 800,000.
Yep.
They're giving they're front loading his contract, so he's getting
Yeah.
spaced over across, and that contract will be up, I think, almost at free agent time, unless he has a couple extensions on it.
but like the answer is before that.
Yeah, if he gets hurt.
No, the other way. If he's doing good, now he wants to go back to the table. Forget that contract that we're working on right now. I want more. And why can't he do that? He already knows. Well, they think that's what they think of
We
me.
see it in
That's what they
other
give me.
see it in other sports all the time. Football, basketball players do it. Baseball players are going to eventually end up doing it too.
Those
But-
guys are, they're in, the owners are in no-win situations, some of them.
Baseball is the only sport really that has the long-term contracts. You don't see that in every other sport. They're like 2 or 3 year contracts, if that. Hockey is almost like a 2 year contract is almost like a big deal.
Yeah, but that's the whole league.
Yeah, I think, you know,
This baseball is not the whole league
yeah,
does that.
but you don't see too many guys in baseball sit out or say, you know, I want to renegotiate my contract like they do in football and basketball, because they're getting paid a lot more than they would have got paid when they were a rookie or a second or third year player.
It's true.
You know,
Do you think it might get to that point though?
I think it will. And
Yeah, because they think it's easy. They wanted to give me all this money,
yeah,
especially if they're doing half decent.
so yeah, so
Yeah, you want to try to take
so-
advantage of it.
So, all right, you want to give me some money, instead of giving me that where I won't be a free agent until after my arbitration years are up. Just give me that money for 3 years, and then we'll talk again. Because maybe in 3 years, if I'm as good as you think I'm going to be, I'm going to deserve more money.
Yeah, but why not just take the money now? They're not gonna. Why give it? Why do that? I mean,
You're playing their
listen,
game,
This guy from the Red Sox, what's his name?
Roman Anthony.
Yep.
Anthony. He gets a 10-year contract or whatever the number is. And he has fantastic year this year, next year. And he says to his agent, I want some more money now. You know, they're throwing, now somebody else has just come up and look at the money he's getting. Because the money just keep going to keep going up.
Because it's not going to
So,
be enough.
I want to go back to the table. We'll rip up this contract. Let's get another one. Why wouldn't he do that?
And some of them do, but it's not that they're going to rip. We're going to get an extension, and you're going to give me bonuses.
Well, it's the
To
same
make-
thing, Bill. You that contract. Let's say he's getting just say $10 million a year for 10 years, and then he says after 2 years he says, "No, I want more money. Let's go back to the table." Why isn't he going to rip up that contract? He's going to. Instead of 10, I want 20 or 15. So this contract's no good. I want 15 now for another 10 years.
Well, I know some of the contracts, there are built-in stipulations.
Well, yeah, forget that because we're not going to get into contracts because they can put whatever they want in
Yeah.
a contract.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about just
Yeah.
a money thing.
Yep.
Now, there are some contracts that if I am one of the top 3 in my position, I have to be paid as one
Well,
of the
then
top
he
3.
doesn't even have to worry about it then. He's going to get it anyhow.
Yeah, well, but I'm
talking
just
about-
saying.
I'm talking about the guy that just got a 10-year contract. He gets $10 million a year. He has 2 fantastic years, and he says to his agent, "I want more money." Why can't he do that?
Well, you
Forget
can.
all the other stuff. that's
You
in
can,
there.
but those first 2 years that I was only supposed to get $800,000, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
getting $10
Bill.
million.
They're not going to
Okay.
think about that.
Hold on, now.
They're not.
Hold
No,
on,
no,
Bill.
that's what the owners are going to come back at.
Well,
with it.
they sure they. can-
Yeah, owners like who own the Red Sox, but guess who's going to come in and sweep that guy up? The Dodgers, right? Like someone's going to spend the money.
The Dodgers can't afford to keep on doing that.
No,
can
I
they?
know.
Can they? Plus, what are they going to do with the guy that's already there making 145 million for 2 years?
No.
Well, they do it.
They find a way.
They do it.
Oh,
Oh, it's all about the money. See.
that's it.
Remember when the guys used to have to work during the off season, Ken?
Yeah, Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Bag groceries just to make a couple of
Yeah.
dollars.
That's right. You're right. Well, they played 150 some games back then.
155.
And then at the end of the season they had to go to work. A lot of guys used to sell insurance, so they
Sell
work.
cars,
Yeah,
bag groceries,
Yeah,
teach.
yeah. And
yeah,
then-
different time.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It was before free agency.
Yeah.
Well, that's ruined. That's
Well,
ruined.
and you know who made free agency?
Yeah.
I can't pick on him because he's not here. But between Charlie,
Yeah, it was the guy from Oakland, right?
well,
Finley, or whatever his
that
name is.
yeah, but who's the one that signed the biggest contract?
No, don't save that for next week.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh. Yeah, but Lou's not here to defend him. Sorry, Lou.
But
I'm sorry.
but that guy in New York, I'll put the money up for him.
Well,
Charlie, oh, oof.
it was there. You might as well go for it, right?
Yeah. It changed a lot.
But
It changed a lot.
Yeah, of course it did. Because now those small market teams look. That's why I was surprised when you said that kid was from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're starting to invest a little bit more. We'll see in a couple
Well,
years with Skeens
yeah,
how
you-
that plays out. But
You see, you have to figure, is Pittsburgh doing that so they can build a team and they don't have to pay a lot of money in 3 or 4 years for this kid through arbitration?
yeah, I don't know.
But he might be one of those guys that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying,
I better get my money. I want more money now because Pittsburgh is not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
With somebody else.
Yeah, Mike, he might be getting the money that he's getting now, right? Say it's like 10 million, 11 million or whatever. But then he's just going to be like, oh, the money that I want to make eventually isn't here. So I might as well take this now.
Yeah.
And then when it comes time, say, hey, I want to be out of here. Or you have to give me that money that I want and probably would deserve if you played like that.
And probably going to ask for it earlier than the contract runs out, too.
Yep.
Because the more they get, the more they want.
I think the only thing you can do is become an unhappy player. You can't, I don't think by forcing them to trade you would be the only thing.
Yes.
Oh. that's not
Which could
bad
happen.
thing,
Yeah.
Playing Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
It's
but-
not the best run organization in the world. Beautiful ballpark, though.
I mean, you could do a little better.
I think if they don't sign schemes, which I doubt they will be,
They don't
and
do what?
if they don't sign the pitcher, you might as well just throw that team away. I don't care how good they're going to get. You need
Who you talking about now?
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh?
with Skeens.
Yeah, Paul Skeens.
He's legit.
Yeah, he's really good.
Plus, he's got a cute girlfriend too. She makes more than he does, I think. Isn't that
They're both
scary?
doing pretty good. Let's
Yeah.
just say that. I think I'm starting to become a San Diego fan now. You got Don Orsillo over there calling the games, right? And he had an electric call of Xander Bogaerts' walk-off home run the other
Grand
night.
Slam.
Oh my God! Seeing those two former Red Sox.
When Boston played San Diego, I listened to the San Diego feed, which was a lot better than listen to the Boston
I
feed.
listen to it. I watch them.
Back-to-back nights with walk-off homers for the San Diego Padres. So
I can't say that I probably saw the end of the game, but I did see Orsillo a couple of times.
And I think he was happy to be there.
He's always happy to come to Boston.
Yeah.
Well, he's where he's from, isn't
Yeah.
he? O'Brien
Oh.
did him in.
Oh.
He given him a Red Sox an ultimatum because he was doing Monday night for ESPN.
say see ya.
That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
They didn't.
But I think
Because he was on the radio.
the Red Sox, who basically own Nesson, we don't want these two guys getting too powerful because the broadcast team, they could do anything they wanted because everyone loved them.
Well, that's good though, isn't it?
I think it was good.
I would say so.
I mean, if people enjoy listening to the game, I would feel like that's a positive to the whole franchise.
And you wouldn't be switching over to the San Diego
Yeah.
feed if that was the case, right?
But now the propaganda you get coming off
Well,
off of Nesson,
Probably a lot of people would switch. Well,
You see it everywhere in everything.
just watch a blank screen. Then listen to him. He gets to me.
He's been passionate about this for a long time.
I just
yeah, I know.
well, you
How
know,
about the other guy? You like him, Maloney? He's getting the same fight.
he fell into that bucket.
No, he's got to do what
Yeah,
O'Brien wants him to
yeah.
do. O'Brien's in charge of that team.
What's up with the Red Sox, Bill?
What's up? Number one, they have this bullpen that you can call arsonists instead of firemen,
Every other night, though. Sometimes they're good.
and it's why is it? It's been the big
Yeah.
one, and now Kelly is following him.
Well, he's getting a good test, and he probably won't see too much work in the second half. Because he's using him, he's his first guy in now.
Yeah,
They're
that
gonna
that
ask you, I forgot.
that
Yeah.
kid that pitched the other day, he made his major league debut. The lefty. Santa Legeo, something like that. It's
Santa Domingo.
yeah.
Cinco de Mayo.
He I'd rather see him in there and Watson, the Rule 5 guy, than seeing Kelly or Weiser come in. Because it's like, oh. Early last night was pitching all right. He threw a lot of pitches and
4 1/3 inning
Yeah.
through 86 pitches.
yeah. And he left, no one on, 1 out in the 5th. Kelly comes in, base hit, fly ball. Now all of a sudden they're down. Some of these guys, it's almost every time he comes in now. Red Sox last night went against May, who had a 9 ERA, and they only scored 2 runs. They're not hitting. The bullpen is they're getting overused already early in the season because after number 1 and 2 starters, no one can go 5 innings.
Because ever since they've 5 innings is a good outing, 6 innings is great. That's why those guys are not, and they go to the minor league.
Yeah.
Go back to the minor. I wish one team would just say, "Listen, we're going to go back and train these guys to pitch 9 innings."
And be ready to go deep into games at the
Exactly.
beginning of the season.
And
This nonsense of all I got to do is you're a pitcher. If you're a pitcher, you're saying, all I got to do is get 5 innings in. That's all I don't have to worry about. So let me do.
And as a,
No, it's your game. You got to pitch the game.
and pitch to contact, not trying to strike everyone out with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball because
Bill,
that ball gets turned around.
That's why they can do that because they know they're not going to pitch more than 5 or 6.
Correct.
Innings. That's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Teach
Then they're
him.
good. If you said to this guy, whoever it is, you gotta go 9. We don't have anybody. I don't care what happens.
Yeah.
He's not gonna go out. Oh, you're not gonna get paid. He's not gonna go out there and throw 100 miles an hour in
No.
the first inning.
Pitch to contact. Look
Pitch
at
to pitch.
yes. Look at Smoltz and all those pitchers when Atlanta had the stud staffs. They all pitched to contact.
Well, that's because that was what they did that in that era.
yeah.
They were trained
They were
to
pitchers.
pitch 9 innings, not 5 innings.
Yeah.
I mean,
they
geez,
were
look at
pitchers.
look at Dylan LaBelle when he was pitching,
Right.
right?
He went the distance.
All the time,
That's right.
all the time, because he was smart. You know, he would ramp it up when he needed to. He mixed in
That's
his
right,
off speeds,
exactly.
and he progressed throughout the game the way you needed to as a pitcher.
Roger Clemens, whether you like him or not, he always pitched to contact. But when he needed the strikeout, he amped it up.
I think that's what you said.
Yep.
You
Pitch
do what you have to do
Yep.
when you have to do it.
and
But these guys don't. There was a guy the other night. I forgot. I don't know his name. He had pitched for the other team. First inning, 101 miles an hour. All right, how did you figure that kid is got a mindset of I got to pitch 9 innings tonight, so let me go out and throw 101. Well, after he pitched 4 or 5 innings,
done.
then they start hitting him. I wonder why. Because that 101 now probably was 90 something. But first inning, every pitch was 100 miles an hour.
That's the problem. Some of these guys don't know how to pitch. They just know how to throw hard.
Right.
Then when the velocity goes down, you leave it over the plate. Guess what? The home runs happen.
Velocity goes down, the ball straightens out.
Yep.
So that's a problem there. It's a team mindset. That's how that's where do you think they're learning it?
And the funniest one was, they always came down with, well, between 80 and 100 pitches and you're done. And they had a guy like Tim Wakefield who threw a knuckleball 95% of the time. And he was under that limit too. Like, really?
I didn't think he was under that.
Yeah, they had him on the pitch count.
Why?
I don't know. Because that's how we did it to everyone, so we're going to do it to him too.
Well,
That,
I can't believe Tim
you
Wakefield.
you never saw Tim Wakefield 120.
Well, I mean, it could be a other reason, but I can't see pitch count with him.
He was on a pitch count, which was sad.
Where'd you get that information from?
Just watching him.
Oh,
Nah, his inside source. Talk to him directly.
Yeah, he was talking in the back room.
It looks like it's time for a break.
already?
Already, it's not
Flies, huh?
9:04.
All right, let's do it.
Trusted Choice agents are in every Rhode Island community. They are your neighbors and friends who deliver the right policy at the right price from America's top insurance companies.
At Woodmansee Insurance, we have been serving our clients and our community for over 60 years. By combining the level of personal attention you desire with the expertise you deserve, we develop an insurance portfolio designed to meet the specific needs of your family or business. And when the people who protect us need protecting, they trust Woodmansee Insurance. Come put the Woodmansee Insurance team to work for you.
Oh, let's go down to Toscanos. Men shop downtown Westerly, where style and class go hand in hand. You can look your best and dress to please. Buy the right shoe, get the left one free. And if Paulie makes fun of you, you get an even bigger discount too. Toscano's Men's Shop since 1911.
Welcome back to Sports Open Mike. And if you're going to Fenway Park to watch a game, you park the car. It's
$80. $80.
So that means You got to bring this.
No, you got to bring credit cards because you can't buy anything
No
with
cash.
with the green stuff.
Can't even buy a bottle of water with cash.
Unless it's outside, I believe.
Yes.
That's what?
Unless it's outside of the
the outside
stadium. They have
vendors.
people selling
maybe,
outside.
yeah. But once you get inside, I found that out.
Yeah.
And you need one of these because a lot of places don't print tickets anymore. Dodger fan. He's been a season ticket holder for 5 decades. Can't get tickets because he has no smartphone. He has a flip phone.
Smart guy.
He can't get season tickets anymore.
So here's the thing, right? You said it was the Dodgers. Why can't they just buy him a phone and finance it themselves? They finance everybody else. What is paying for one of these for a loyal fan for over 5 decades going to do?
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
But then the guy's got to have to figure out how to use it.
well, you could pay somebody to teach him how to do that too. I mean, the money's endless over there,
True.
right? I mean,
It's crazy.
I don't know.
My phone's all messed up. Speaking of phones. Oh, whatever. Oh, okay. So where were we? Probably money.
Well,
Yeah, what do the Red Sox have to change? Because their hitting is not good right now.
How come?
Well,
that,
you
that
got-
along with the what happened to defense?
The defense was bad last year too.
yeah, the defense did not get any better.
The defense has been bad for about 7 years.
Yeah, well, that's
and,
true.
And
I
I think
heard
it-
one of those guys say that. Right.
and it's starting to rub off because the center fielder has had some issues lately too. He's misplayed a couple of balls. Do they practice it during the week anymore? You know, like high school. You know, you go out there and you have fly ball practice. Are they doing that kind of stuff?
Well, they don't really have to. They're playing every day. It's not, every single day. They got to take some fly balls. I mean, no, I don't think they do that.
You know,
But they're playing every day, Bill. They just lack of concentration is what it is. And maybe they're not that good. See,
defense.
we go by, they just got this Anthony guy,
Yeah.
$180 million. They give Rafaela the same thing. They're too comfortable.
Not hungry enough.
Too comfortable.
No doubt. I agree with that
That's
100%.
the problem.
Because some people can handle it and still be hungry and like want more. But some people, once they get it, they're not going to continue to really work as hard as they probably should be to even level up themselves even more.
You know, it's like you said earlier, the left fielder. It was that you said Anthony couldn't throw a guy out at home, and Duran last night had a couple shots. He can't throw out anyone at home.
I mean, they should just pick up the Cranston East center fielder from the other day. He knows how to throw throw to the plate,
Yeah.
which was an excellent throw, by the way. If you didn't catch that game, rewatch that on 321 Media. What a ball game that was.
I think I heard it was an excellent call too.
Maybe, I don't know.
And speaking of that, they're playing at Fenway Park too.
I know it.
So if you can't throw a guy out from left field
Oh.
at Fenway, there's guys that wouldn't even dare try to score from second.
The
base.
throw in Cincinnati that he had was atrocious. The ball it hit the lip of the infield grass and literally rolled all the way to home plate. I could do better than that. That was not a good throw. He was perfect too. He was coming in on the baseball. It's not like he had to go right or left or anything like that either.
Yeah,
And
and
he was supposed to be the right fielder, right?
yeah. Well,
They weren't expecting Abreu to do what he did
yes,
to start the
correct.
season. So he wasn't penciled in to play left field.
correct.
So playing right field, how's he going to throw anybody out from right field then?
No.
That's a pretty big area
Yeah.
out there.
and Yoshida's been playing the last week
He's
or
been
so.
doing all right.
And
Yeah.
and
But he can't
and
throw either.
yeah, and they put him in the outfield a couple of times, and it's like that's scary.
So now you got 3 guys we're talking about that played left field and can't throw anybody out of home plate. So what's wrong?
That the
Shortstop's not hitting at all.
he's a streak hitter,
Yeah.
and it seems like every time he's coming up, it's with men on base. They moved him in the order. They changed the order around.
It doesn't matter.
And it,
Only matters for the first time.
Yeah.
After that, what difference does it make? He's
The-
still coming up with
the
men on
the
base.
you know, and the other thing is like watching last night. It was they called it a wild pitch, but technically I would have called it a pass ball. And almost everyone in the majors is doing this now. Is the catchers are on one knee trying to get that low target. Pitch was maybe a foot outside his leg, and he tried to olay it
Oh, he does that all the time.
instead of moving your body.
He does that all the time. He catches it with the glove.
Yeah,
this way.
yeah, he's slapping at it.
Mhm.
And I remember it was last year, it was a couple games, he slapped at it and missed it. And the ball wound up going towards the dugout for pass balls.
So here's a guy, you talking about the Barrett? Or,
Yeah,
So here's a guy that's been in the major leagues. How long?
oh, this is his second year.
He's been caught a lot of games.
Yep.
What's he gonna change?
No,
He's not gonna change it.
no, but that,
But he's got the job done.
yes.
It looks awkward. You say, I don't know how the heck he can ever do it, but he does it.
But that's the way they're teaching it now. And
Oh, I don't think they were teaching him that. Not the backhand.
oh, no, not the backhand, but the catching on one knee and sprawling out to go. You see that in a lot of catches
Sure,
now. In the
sure.
Well, I
major
guess
leagues.
maybe the thinking is with that though, right? If you're on more of a knee, you're a little bit wider, right? So maybe you can steal a strike here or there. But now, obviously, with ABS, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
But-
doesn't make a difference.
But before, when they
So-
didn't have it,
So even framing it, it doesn't make a difference anymore.
no, it doesn't.
So why go back to the basics of stopping all the pitches? And what do catchers learn from the beginning? How to block the ball in the dirt, how to slide to block the ball. Now all these major leaguers are just olaying it,
Why?
and they allow it.
Why? You just said it. They allow it.
Yes.
What do they coaches with? They probably got 4 or 5
Oh,
catcher coaches.
yeah, they got
You
a
got
lot
the
of
other
them.
guy in the dugout that was a great catcher. What's he doing?
And who knows? They
Writing
might
down information.
they might work on more of that now too. Like they might practice like with the catchers trying to backhand some balls.
Yeah, no,
Too.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, that's the way they're teaching
It's
now.
teaching.
That's
Yeah.
like Sanchez, the kid he's with Milwaukee now, but he was with the Yankees. They always said he's a bad catcher because that's the way they taught him. Get on one knee and try to backhand everything. And that's why you always saw him run into the backstop
You answered your own question.
because they allow it.
The way they teach them now.
Yep.
It's just like the 5-inning pitches. So this is the way I'm sure
Launch
that if they're
angle.
not teaching them that way when they're down in spring training. I watch those guys in spring training, and I watch a catcher right by the backstop, and this coach was just firing balls at him,
Yeah.
and he was blocking them. But that was a few years ago.
Yeah. One of the first drills that I used to do with catchers with the high school was blocking the ball with no glove. You can't use your hands. Got to be like here. I used to put mitts on them.
Jeez, I played catcher a little bit growing up too. I didn't have to do that.
No.
You're the
And don't forget, you're talking about the Stoners. They didn't have gloves.
Wait a minute. If they didn't have gloves when I played, What,
Yeah, what were you playing with?
what do they play? Rocks.
Then have the game.
Rocks. Abner wasn't born yet.
No, God, no. It's too much. So.
Has there been any?
This started with the contracts, right?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh guy.
Has there been any surprises in the young season
All
so
right,
far?
wait, first of all, let's get back to the Red Sox. What's wrong with them?
They're not
They're
hitting.
not hitting. They can't play defense, and they're
The bullpen stinks.
they're
Well,
they're the contender for winning the East.
yeah.
But people pick them.
I
don't know why.
I wouldn't say their whole bullpen because there are a couple guys, and Whitlock is.
Of course, you always have a few guys that, you know,
Well, Whitlock just had his wife
Yeah.
just had a baby, so he
The-
was off a couple
Yeah,
days.
the middle of the bullpen right now for Boston is non-existent. I don't think they're not hitting in the clutch, and you know, Story is a streak hitter, and some of these other guys are not playing regularly. Like Yoshida's not playing and he's starting to hit. So if he's going to hit, one of those other outfielders is not going to play. So how are they going to get the at bats to hit well?
It has to be DH.
yeah, they're gonna have to
And-
just filter in and out.
But you're moving five guys realistically. Well, four to five guys, because sometimes the other guys are DHing.
Well, if he can't play in the outfield, you got to let him DH. If he's hitting, he's got to play. Don't worry about
Right.
those other four guys. They have to play somewhere else right now.
Yeah, and right now, if they're not getting regular at bats, they're not going to hit either.
Bill, you can't have your cake and eat it
Yes.
too.
Well,
If
you can,
you
but
got to decide if he's hitting and he can't play the outfield, then he's got to be the DH. Let's face it. Or you want to let him sit in the dugout after he just got 3 hits or whatever.
But they're like, I don't know, because I think you can have players that kind of come in and out of the lineup and be successful. Like we saw with Romy Gonzalez, right? Like he was a
Where
guy.
is he, by the way?
Yeah, where
He's-
is he?
he's not going to be playing for a while. He's injured.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's
What?
his injury?
I think he's got a bad wing.
But he was a perfect example of a guy who could come in and out and still perform too, right?
But he was a platoon player that only hit against lefties.
That's a valuable guy, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not. I think with the Red Sox outfield, they got to have consistent at bats. And when you've got 4 outfielders that you got to rotate and a guy that's going to be a DH, so now there's 5 guys for 4 spots. Someone's always going to be left out.
The problem is with how everything is viewed now, though, right? Because some of these guys, and it might not be with the Red Sox, but a lot of these guys want days off, right? They want days off. And if you're going to have days off, you got to have guys to be able to fill those spots too, right? Not just a random guy coming in off the bench. You want to have confidence in that guy that's going in, right? I think everybody in the Red Sox organization has confidence in all 5 of those guys. But the only problem is making sure that everyone is in a rhythm too. And for the guys who don't get as many at-bats, they just might not be in as much of a rhythm. And the Red Sox are going to have to deal with that.
I think the thing that threw monkey wrench into it is the right fielder is hitting against righties and lefties. And that still cracks you up because other than the center fielder, they're all left-handed bats.
Well, I've been saying Abreu's a really good player ever since
Yeah.
I've seen him. I mean,
But
I've been
that-
sold on him.
But that's an
Organizational.
That's a now
Situation.
One guy I want to mention, and they're going to be sorry that they got this guy. It's a first baseman.
Yes.
He is something, isn't he?
He is trouble. That guy.
Now you listen to the PR from Nesson, oh, this is the guy that we need. He might be big trouble.
Well, you know, he might be the guy they need talent wise, but he has no head on his shoulders. That guy's a loose cannon. I mean, there was no need for him to throw that tantrum he threw the other night.
Against
He
Milwaukee.
basically, they had to look at a replay to see if he got hit. And he moaning and groaning that the guy threw at him.
It's part
Like
of
he
the,
got beamed.
it's part of the game, man.
Give me a
Like,
break.
we've all gotten
And
hit
he-
or been brushed back. Like,
I never got brushed back.
yeah, come on.
I mean, that wasn't even close. When you
No.
when you have to look at a replay to see if he got hit, first of all,
Yeah.
how do you figure that guy's throwing it? If I'm gonna throw at you, pal,
And
what they should have done is put somebody in there and throw and hit him next time.
and then what he did to Hamilton at second,
Yeah, exactly.
cleats up.
There ain't no doubt about it. They
Uh,
showed all these replays.
Everyone in Boston sees Manny Machado and they scream
Yeah,
because what he did to Pedroia,
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
which Contreras just did that to Hamilton. Not as severe because he didn't catch him completely.
He ripped his
He
uniform.
ripped his uniform.
Yeah.
And nice catch.
Yeah, that was pretty good over here.
He still got quick as a cat. If you slice open a pair of Major League Baseball pants, those are double thick
Yeah.
because of the sliding and everything.
He's just
And-
lucky Hamilton is
Didn't
lucky
get-
that
yeah.
he just didn't hit him the right way. They would have got him.
Yeah.
He'd have still been bleeding. I
That-
mean, there was no. Why did they do something there? The umpire
because technically it wasn't
wasn't.
an illegal slide. It was a dirty slide, but he slid to the base. He didn't go past the base.
I don't know this. Is there a rule with how your feet have to be though?
No. The rule is you veer off or slide to the base. If he had slid and went by the base, then they could have called it a double play. Or if he put his arm up and tried to hook him, they could have called a double play. But he came in, he slid to the base, but his foot was straight up.
That's still sort of interference, though. They could have called that.
Where was the second baseman? Like, was the second baseman on the bag?
Yes.
It's partly on him too, I guess. But
But
I mean-
but the way it is now, the middle infielders feel safe. If this was 10, 15 years ago, the guy would have been in the left field.
Well, it's not 10, 15.
No.
So if
But-
you're going to call it, you got to call
But
it. That was blatant.
it was dirty, but I don't think it was illegal.
Oh. Dirty. Illegal. I mean,
nothing was done during the game about it at all.
Well, the coach came out and tried to argue that it was a bad slide, and they kept on showing the replay that he did slide
I mean,
to
you
the
can
base.
stretch it a little bit if you want, Bill, but the foot came up, and when it comes up, maybe he had to, you know,
I'm gonna have to put this up.
I think he could have called a little bit of interference on that if they really wanted to, and they probably should have, because it is a dirty play. Also, I mean, there was no doubt in my mind or anybody's mind what he did.
Correct.
There's no, I mean, purposely put it out. And where was it when whoever was playing shortstop went to throw the ball to first base? I know it. I mean, but his foot was up pretty high to hit him where he did on his leg too.
Yeah, he
Almost at his knee.
hit him in the calf. Yeah.
Well, that's good enough to be interference as far as I'm concerned. But they didn't call it, so you move on. But that guy is trouble. And the Red Sox always, they don't like to pick up guys like that. Why?
Well, they did.
And his brother plays for the other team.
Yeah.
It's probably just the opposite.
And Hamilton said, "Why are you doing this to me? I used to be on your team."
That who wasn't here though.
Yeah.
They weren't my teammate.
But how they talk before games, it doesn't make a difference. They're all buddies. But not those two now.
That guy, he just looks trouble. Screaming, yelling, no reason. And then he was out and tried to take the drug stop out. I mean, he'll probably get his somewhere along the line.
What goes around comes around.
Yep.
And
Maybe next time he plays, if they probably won't play Boston no more.
until next year, but he should be expecting to get hit.
To be
if-
committed.
well, that too. But if he's been one of the league leaders in the last couple of years of hit by pitch, you should expect to be getting hit by a pitch. And it wasn't like he was going to beat him. Guy threw an inside fastball. You have to throw there.
It wasn't even, they had to look at a replay to see if it hit him. My thing is, there's no way he was throwing intentionally for him to complain
Yeah,
and moan and groan and shout.
it was just an inside fastball.
God. Doesn't matter whether he gets hit or he doesn't get hit all the time. That wasn't even close. Could have called it the other way. That would have really teed him off. No, it didn't hit you. Well, what would you have done then?
Oh,
His brother's probably just the opposite.
yeah, probably nice guy. Wouldn't hurt a fly. Just happy to play.
So we still haven't solved the Red Sox problem. What are they going to do about you? That's your team.
Yeah.
And they have been the leaders or up near the top of lack of defense
For a long time.
for about 7 years, they say. Or been up top or on the bottom.
On the bottom,
So-
fielding percentage.
That's got to
So
be
how do you fix it?
it's got to be a coaching thing, isn't it? I mean, these guys are talented. We've seen them have good defensive moments. Like, it's got to be a coaching thing or something, too. Now, obviously, not. You got to blame the players as well. Don't get me wrong, but maybe they're not, like we talked about, not getting as many reps and all that stuff throughout the season to where they stay sharp
and,
As per se.
and
per se.
the other thing that cracks me up, just fundamental wise, watch the middle infielders when they throw to first. It's never ever a crow hop step and throwing. Everything is throwing the ball on the run. That's fundamentally, that's not a sound thing. And they have a lot of balls that either the first baseman's got to dig on a short hop or he's got to come off the bag. And that's throwing on the run.
But they've been doing that a long time.
I understand, but does that make it fundamentally sound?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like a guy like Trevor Story, how are you going to change him now? That's what he does. That's what he does.
But
I mean, you can do it with a rookie.
I've noticed the second baseman doing that a lot now. Just throwing on the run and just
Which second baseman?
Oscar Mayer.
I mean,
The third baseman.
some baseballs you do have to throw on the run for, of course,
I
but
understand that.
But isn't he a third baseman? Seriously, or shortstop?
yeah, he plays
Yes.
the left side of the infield, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That could be in his defense.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it is different.
Yes.
per se.
Per se.
But look what they're doing. Look at Roman Anthony's the right fielder. He's playing left. Oh, she is, you're not
As a
playing. you're not hitting.
DH.
Oh,
Wasn't Rafaela a natural born, like, wasn't he?
Infielder. He was an
Infielder.
infielder.
Rafael is a shortstop. He's playing center field. You know, that's the problem. Maybe
Even starting in high school ball,
you don't have a second baseman.
not a true second baseman. And they haven't had one since Pedroia.
Well, okay, maybe that's got something to do with it. I mean, don't forget, we just said they've been on the bottom of the barrel there for the last 6 or 7 years. Could that be management?
Could be.
Coaching, management?
Player personnel.
Yeah, right.
The powers to
Let's
be.
get a second baseman. It's Contreras there. That is he a first baseman?
He was a catcher.
Catcher. We got him playing first. That's good.
But
Well-run team.
but Boston didn't convert him into a first baseman. St. Louis did that.
And what happened to the third baseman? He's loose.
Shaky.
He's loose, shaky.
He's taking the ball on the side. Will you get your body behind the ball? Let it. If it's going to bounce, it's going to bounce off your chest, straight down. You pick it up. No, we're going to take it off the side. It's going to go up in the air.
Doesn't matter.
Fundamentals.
You're not gonna
Fundamentals.
Fundamentals. Never going to go wrong by doing them.
We're a major league team. They should have all that fundamental stuff down. I think the problem now,
Especially coming from spring training.
they forget spring training. They don't want to do that. They don't show up for that. They're not like they used to be. They don't care. They got their own coaches, and I don't need spring training. They got a lot of issues, the Red Sox, I think.
And Lou is the one that gave him the zinger, saying that they're going to win everything. Didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, but that's
I'll bet you.
That's just what he does. though.
I'll bet you the Red Sox are going to win and the Yankees are going to do it.
Yeah, that's just what
Who's
he
in
does.
first place?
Yeah.
but that's just reverse.
Psychology. Yeah. That's what that
He says
is.
I try that on him. I said, Lou, you got to have a mind to have reverse psychology.
They're the only team over 500 in the AL East right now. Only team over 500. 8-5. The next 4 teams are 4-7. No, 6-7. The Blue Jays, Rays, and then the Orioles and the Red Sox at the bottom at 4-9.
I didn't even watch a game last night. They started late 8:15, right after the splashdown.
You know what else we're late for? A
Wait.
break.
So
Yeah,
let's go down.
We'll be right back.
Oh, let's go down to Toscanos. Men shop downtown Westerly, where style and class go hand in hand. You can look your best and dress to please. Buy the right shoe, get the left one free. And if Paulie makes fun of you, you get an even bigger discount too. Toscano's men's shop since 1911.
Trusted Choice agents are in every Rhode Island community. They are your neighbors and friends who deliver the right policy at the right price from America's top insurance companies.
At Woodmansee Insurance, we have been serving our clients and our community for over 60 years. By combining the level of personal attention you desire with the expertise you deserve, we develop an insurance portfolio designed to meet the specific needs of your family or business. And when the people who protect us need protecting, they trust Woodmansee Insurance. Come put the Woodmansee Insurance team to work for you.
We're back.
Back as sports overall, yes.
All right,
Kelly.
Kelly, ERA, bullpen, 8.10. Why is it 6.75? Was a great ERA.
Hey, it's still early, right? How many games are left? Like 140 something?
May only gave up 1 run in 6 innings last night. His ERA is 9.45.
Yeah,
And he beat Boston.
yeah, but you can't go.
Yeah, it's
The-
still really
now
early.
What's his ERA now?
Now it's 9.45
After the
after the win.
There's ups and downs with pitchers too, you know. Obviously, some are more consistent and better than others, but
all you just worry about when it's a crochet day, you gotta win. So just
you need those days.
The scary thing is right now the best starter Boston's had is Gray.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. I said that he wasn't gonna make it there.
But he's he didn't make it in New York. There's been some guys in the major leagues as seasons have come to a quick call to Baltimore lost another starter. Efren, he's Tommy John, and there's a couple other guys that have been injured. It's every time a pitcher goes down now, you gotta hope. Hopefully, he doesn't have to get Tommy John because he's going for 1.5 years. It's kind of weird right now with the way the pitchers are training and everything. Like you said, they're just amping up to throw hard, and that's why you're seeing all these injuries.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to throw a lot harder from an earlier age now, too.
Yeah.
You know? Hold on, Ken. 1 second.
Oh no, we could have heard
No, we don't need to hear any of that.
last night. Dodgers. Muncy had 3 home runs, and he had a walk-off on that. Been a bunch of walk-off home runs in the
Yeah,
last
it's
week.
been some really great games. It's making me think about purchasing MLB TV, that's for sure. A lot of great games. And yeah, like the Padres, that one. Been some great baseball games over the past couple of days.
Yeah, there's been some extra inning games that have gone 11, 12 inning games, even with the runner at second.
Braves are off to a really good start, too.
Oh, is there really isn't a surprise team
No.
like the
I
National
mean,
League-
Pittsburgh having, a pretty good start,
Well,
maybe.
the Central 8-5, 8-5, 8-5, 8-6.
Yes. And then,
The best team in that division, it's supposedly supposed to be the Cubs. They're in last at 6-7, but after watching Milwaukee with all
They're
the people they lost over
mhm.
the last 2 years, how they keep on putting guys out there, and like they wound up getting Priester from the Red Sox last year. He was their savior. Now, kid that pitched the other day for Milwaukee, he came in the Durbin trade. He pitched well.
Yep.
They just keep on putting the young kids out there, and they're playing well. Their infield is basically young, and they're playing well.
What they won the Central last year, right?
Yep.
The Cubs finished second in the Central.
Um,
Manager doing a great job.
Yeah, and
Too.
he's a guy that really had no major league experience. a career baseball guy, but it wasn't a major league guy.
Well, hey, I mean, the Rockies are off to a little bit better of a start this year as well.
Well, yeah,
Couldn't have got much worse, but
they're 6-8. They were a 6-6 at one point.
I think
But I think that was just their schedule, because they really hadn't. Well, they played the Blue Jays. They're playing the Phillies now. They lost twice
yep.
to the Phillies. They played the Blue Jays and the Dodgers. No, it's right. The Marlins. There's really not a team that is streaking out.
No, I mean the Dodgers have the best record at 10-3, but
they haven't hit top notch yet either.
no, they never. Not a lot of these teams will. You'll see that more in, probably June, July. Some of these teams really start kind of hitting their stride.
The biggest thing I think is no one's jumped out, or no one is that bad that right now, even though it's early, everyone's in the pack.
Early, you just
Yeah.
pitched.
It wasn't.
Where'd he come from? I'm sorry to
Worcester. No,
Well,
no.
actually,
to the
actually
conversation.
Portland.
Portland.
No, I mean, he's just a rookie then.
Well, he was drafted a couple years ago out of college, and I think he had a season and a half before they brought him up.
That's what I mean. He hasn't played for anybody else.
No.
Homegrown, in other words.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Bill.
Sorry to interrupt.
That's all right.
I wanted to switch to football. You got anything else for baseball?
I'm all done with baseball.
So how about what the Raiders are doing over there? Bringing in Kirk Cousins. What do you think about that move? I saw that the other day, and I was just like, what are we doing? And how about Kirk Cousins? I mean, the guy's making out really good. He's got to be one of the smartest businessmen in NFL history.
Well, that came with the Atlanta deal where he was smart. Now, he's just getting the league minimum from the Raiders because all the money that Atlanta has to pay him. He's going to stabilize the quarterback position.
What's he get? Checks from different teams?
Yeah, because he was under guaranteed with Atlanta, and Atlanta released him. So
Did we get a check there from Atlanta? That's pretty good though, huh?
Yeah.
You're right. He has to be smart.
Yeah, just smart.
the Raiders, if they're going to sign or they're going to draft a
Mendoza.
quarterback.
Yep.
So are they just going to have him there to tutor this kid?
Teacher.
I think it's a good idea because they're not paying him. They're paying him $1 million.
Yeah. Well, and Brady, you got to think Brady is involved
Yes.
with that decision, some way, shape, or form. And that's how he got developed. He ended up being on the bench.
Under
Obviously, an
Bledsoe.
injury, allowed him to be able to be in there, but he still learned from Bledsoe
Yeah.
before he got his opportunity.
So I think he's just there as a stopgap. He's going to just run the team and teach the young kid. Because
Basically, he's there for a teacher.
I don't think.
Do you think he plays it all at the beginning of the season?
I think he does
Yes.
because I personally wouldn't send a rookie out to the Wolves, the number one draft choice, unless he has an unbelievable and you can't say have an unbelievable preseason anymore because there's only 2 games for preseason.
And they don't play half the time.
Yeah.
anyway.
Yep.
So he's there more as a tutor and a stopgap until Mendoza's ready.
How do you think Mendoza's going to be eventually in the NFL?
I think under the right conditions, I think he's going to be a very good quarterback. He,
Is that the right condition? Cousins?
well, what I'm saying is it's going to be the right offense for him. Because if you're going to draft him, you got to tailor your offense
To him.
Yeah.
not try to get him to conform to your offense. And a lot
Well,
of,
don't you think they know that?
well,
If they don't, if I were you, I'd get on the phone.
You would know how to use them, wouldn't you?
Seriously. Excuse me. I got an idea here.
I mean, they got a tight end though, right? They got a good running back.
They have to do that, though. You have to do that.
yes,
I'm just
but
being funny.
no, but sometimes they try to force young quarterbacks into their system.
Yeah, but Bill, if you're that good, I mean, I don't know, I don't follow it, but is the kid that good? Or we
well-
have to find out if he's that good.
Well, the whole thing is the Raiders need a quarterback. This is the best option coming out as a quarterback.
But he's
We
good.
have-
But he's good. He's a good
Yes.
quarterback.
We have the number one choice. We got to take him. Because if we don't take him, we take some Joe Schmo as a quarterback.
All right, question. Is it easier for the Raiders to key everything to him? In other words, we're gonna play his game, or to conform him to what their system.
I think it's well, with the Raiders having a whole new coaching staff coming in, they knew we got the number one choice. We got a new coaching staff. We got to get an offensive coordinator who can work with Mendoza. There's no sense of getting a guy that, like an
Yeah,
Art
but how are
Smith,
they gonna know that?
because of the guy's reputation.
Yeah, I know, but
But it would be a bad thing to get a guy like Art Smith, who was the Steelers offensive coordinator, saying, yeah, we're going to take Art and he's going to have to conform to a 3 tight end type of offense.
no, that's what I'm saying. Would they, because it's him, their number one choice, are they gonna key their offense to his?
Yes, I think they hired an offensive coordinator. I think that would be very favorable to Mendoza's style of play.
Well, that makes sense. You gotta.
Yeah.
I think Mendoza has some things that like you can't teach either, right? Just the way you hear him, in his interviews, the teammates that he had at Indiana say that they love him. Like, I think that's really important, and I think that's what the Raiders need is somebody like that, somebody who can really go in there,
And tie the
guys
team-
rally around it, and could really tie the team together.
I think that's the big thing. Every year they were going with a different quarterback,
Mhm.
so no one could, they're drafting him. He's going to be here for 5 years at least.
And people can say what they want about Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins is a great teammate too.
Yes.
So bringing him in, I think, was a fantastic choice. Really was. When he got benched in Atlanta, he took it like a man. You know what I mean? He said he was still going to be there. He didn't ask for a trade or anything like that. He stuck it out in Atlanta, where a lot of guys wouldn't have done that. So it just shows the level of maturity that Kirk does have, and it's allowed him to be able to make a good amount of money throughout his career too.
Plus, at his age, saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm not going to get hit."
Well, yeah, but he was even doing that when he was a little bit younger too. I think he's always been a great teammate.
But bringing him in too, this kid's gonna know that he's not a threat to him.
Yes,
You
because
know what I
once
mean?
he knows once he's ready, he
Yeah.
is going to be on the
Right,
field.
exactly, and that means that's got to mean a lot too. He doesn't have that to worry about. He has to just worry about what he has to do on the field.
Now, speaking of quarterbacks, he's supposed to let the Steelers know
Oh boy.
this week because the draft's coming up.
Here we go.
He hasn't even told me yes or no yet. If I'm coming back or I'm not. How can you keep a team in that much limbo? Especially,
they let him.
Yeah,
Correct.
they're letting him.
yes, I know it. Especially when there was all these quarterbacks that were out there that they could have taken, whether they would have been the quarterback
Then why didn't they?
for the front. Hey,
You're Pittsburgh.
yes,
man.
I know. And
Who would you have wanted out of all the quarterbacks that were kind of moved and free agents, all that stuff?
Well,
Brady.
I think that's number one. Did you see him in that flag football game? Come on.
you know, you did have Cousins out there. You had Tua. You had Murray. You had some other guys that were questionable, but you also had the backup from Green Bay that wound up going to
Dolphins.
Dolphins. You had him. You had Willis. There was a lot of guys out there they could have got as a stopgap and could have drafted a guy or let Howard keep on progressing after his injury from last year. Could have got someone that I think could have helped him more than Aaron Rodgers.
So you think all those guys, some of those guys would have done better than Aaron Rodgers? If he
Would have
comes
done
back?
at least as good or better. Because Rodgers is a year
The
older.
problem is you don't know that.
No, you don't.
And there's still like what you said, like it would still be like a stopgap thing. Like the Steelers eventually got to figure out like who their guy is, right? And who they're going to try to rock with to move forward with their franchise. Plain and simple.
It's obvious that the Pittsburgh Steelers want Rodgers
I think the choice would have been Murray.
because they didn't go. They had the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
They don't have to wait for
No.
Rodgers to say yes or no. So
But-
it's quite obvious that's who they want.
And I don't know whether it was coming from Mr. Rooney or not, because Rooney is his big backer, the
Well,
owner.
it doesn't matter where it came from. It's Pittsburgh wants Rodgers. Simple. No,
Mr. Rooney wants Rodgers.
it doesn't matter. Mr. Rooney is Pittsburgh, isn't he?
He's the one that's paying the checks.
Yeah. So that's all that matters.
So that's who they want. So that's why they're waiting. Simple. Otherwise, they'd move on.
I wish they'd move on.
You just don't like Rodgers. Maybe that's who they figure that's the best they can come up with right now.
If
I-
that's the best they can come up with.
Again, like I just said, I thought, the Steelers had a perfect opportunity to try to test out Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
The guy is
Because-
still young.
because he's another guy, just like Cousins, he was released. The Cardinals has to pay most of his contract. He would have been just like a $1 million guy,
Mhm.
just like they had 2 years ago when they had that weirdo coming from Denver. That's with Louis' team.
Don't look at me.
The guy who won a
You'd be
Super
in
Bowl.
trouble.
Yeah, he did. He did win a Super Bowl, but so did Aaron Rodgers.
No, I know.
We could have got Big Ben out of retirement. He won a Super Bowl.
Age catches up with everybody, obviously, eventually.
Yes, it does.
Before we're done, the Masters
Yeah.
Rory on top right now.
by 6 strokes.
6 strokes. Yep.
Will he have one bad day like he had in a couple other? I hope not, because
That'd be pretty special if he won back-to-back Masters. That would be
Yeah.
something.
um,
But nobody's had as good of a score besides him so far in the Masters history.
And what about Tiger? Is he all done?
That's a tough
I don't
situation.
mean all done for this year. I
Well,
mean,
I-
all done.
Tiger's just got to get his life straight first before he worries about
So I
golf.
said, is he all done?
I hope not, because he's such a talent. Imagine him in the senior tour.
I think he's done. I'll say it.
Big thing coming out of the Masters. After the ceremonial tee shots, the old timers are talking about the game of golf. It's getting easy for a lot of these players because of the new technology, not just with the golf balls, but with the players getting bigger, stronger. Do a lot of these golf courses have to readjust the
Yardage.
yes, they're talking about some courses you can't move the tee boxes back because of just they're limited in land. So do you have the guy tee off and then move that shot back some yardage? Because they were talking about as a par 5 on this course that last year
But,
a guy pulled out a 7-iron for his second shot and he's on the green.
but what's it?
So what would
anybody can do it?
So what's going to happen is if they decide to try to expand the course and stuff, you're going to cut down probably more trees. You got to get rid of more stuff. I mean,
they're just saying the courses are getting too easy for today's golfer.
But it's today's golfers playing those holes. It's not like Jack Nicklaus playing or whoever. So why?
it would. I mean, it would be
Isn't
interesting.
it even for everybody?
It's even for everyone, but they're saying it's taking a lot out of the game where you're playing a par 5, which used to be a driver, a wood.
It's just like anything else. The
It's
times
just-
change.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just evolutionized.
Just
You
like
know,
baseball, any sport. The baseballs are livelier. They got better bats. They got better equipment. They got better training facilities.
I mean, it would be interesting to see like if them playing on a longer golf course, but like to do that like all around the world where they
Well,
play. I mean,
Yes.
that would just be a ton of work.
Then they just make clubs that'll go further. I don't see it.
No, I just
I mean, I
That's
can
interesting, though,
understand
yeah.
that-
the old timers.
Well, they're not playing. They're
What are they, like,
playing
jealous or
the
something?
seniors.
Like-
No, it's not. They're saying the integrity of the game. There's not. It's more brawn than skill.
So
As is a lot of things.
Yes.
Today.
it's just that you can't.
Perfect example is basketball. If you are 6'8" and you can run like a deer, you can jump out of the building, right? You don't have to necessarily have to shoot the basketball. You can just run up and down the court,
And
set
dunk.
good screens,
And dunk.
get rebounds, and dunk that basketball when you
travel,
get the
and travel.
opportunity. That, I mean, again, you have to be in that sort of shape. You have to have that athleticism. Not taking anything away from that. But again, that's not as skilled of a job as opposed to a point guard having to dribble against defenders all the time. It just isn't. Or somebody having to knock down jump shots all the time. It's just not the same. It's just a different role on the team. I know that. But again, that doesn't take a lot of skill. Just like something.
I try.
They still have to putt.
I play out of the woods a lot. I'm a nature lover when I play now. Now,
He is one with the trees.
now
So you actually play a different sport.
Yes.
From the other guys.
I'm different, real different. I'm gonna ask you this question. You're gonna have a couple of weeks to debate it in your mind. Then you can give me the answer
Okay.
when I come back. Question came out the other day, and they asked Charles Box, if Michael Jordan played against LeBron, who would win?
Do you want that answer right now?
Well, there's a lot of things that you can come back.
I think there's a lot of things that can be thought about that conversation.
Yes.
And we'll get into that when we see you again.
You're on vacation now?
Well, I'm going away. I'm going down to see family
On
down south.
business?
See family down south.
Yeah. So Joe will be on vacation for the next couple of weeks. Lou should be back next week. And by the way, next week we will be at Toscano's Men's Shop.
Yes, we will.
Oh man, I'm missing Paulie. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Do you think he's gonna miss you?
No. Where is that?
Oh, he's enjoying the nice weather.
Dan and Bill, I'm Ken. Thanks for
Oh, let's go down to Toscano's. Men's shop downtown Westerly, where style and class go hand in hand. You can look your best and dress to please. Buy the right shoe, get the left one free. And if Paulie makes fun of you, you get an even bigger discount too. Toscano's Men's Shop since 1911.